Boom chakalaka. There we go. Should be in for a good little race today. My mic's picking up. Didn't realise it was. Round 6, I believe now, of the EMS 2020 season. Get the old standings up. We'll get the Twitch chat up too. I don't see the chat at the moment. I know Big Dan was gonna watch live. There we go. Alright. Well, going into this race, let me tell you, our championship lead changed once again. Of course, I'll get into the full rundown when the session starts, but the championship lead changed hands once again last time out at Monaco, in Monte Carlo, with S-Winger, who had, what, a 3-point lead going into Monte Carlo. Got held up on the first couple of laps and ended up finishing, I think, 4th. Now sitting on 97 points, while Sir Reese claimed that top spot on the podium in the Renault and fastest lap. He's on 109 points. S-Winger second on 97. Then there is quite the substantial gap down to 3rd place Adam Fav with 51 points. A 46 point deficit. And you've got Ben Slater 4th on 47. Rough time out for him. Disqualified, finished 9th. Only getting 2 points, which allowed Tristan Freitag in the now lead Ferrari to jump up to 44 and almost take that 5th spot. Kimi Räikkönen 98. Former Haas driver, still sitting up there in 6th. Elbers, with a podium last time out, has got himself to 7th. El Senado hasn't raced since Australia. Going to be 8th. Paul Toddy, he's been having a rough time, but he says, you know, he's excited for Monza. For what is it? The Autodromo Nazionale. That's what it's called. And he's excited for that. He's on 26 points in 9th place. Then Frisbees, who won his only race in the league in the Red Bull, sitting in, what is that, 10th? Let me just check. Yeah, 10th. Ashley Goodwin, the lead Mercedes in 11th, just 6 points back. Ginger Ninja 12th in 1 second place in the Red Bull. Rapid Vorno looks like he's returning to action today in that Racing Point. Going to be 13th. Alpha Spirit 14th. Lee Kayla, who's also looking like he's going to be in action today, is 15th with 10 points. GWR 63. 16th with 7 points. Darren, who showed up last time out in the other Mercedes for the first time, scored a decent amount of points. 6 points in that Mercedes car. Scatboarder, who was obviously since retired, currently on 5 points. The only Alfa Romeo, I believe, in the standings. B2K returned to action for the first time since I think the first race of the season, Canada. And he walked away with 4 points last time out. SSG Atmosphere, I think we've only seen him once or twice. He's still on 4 points. And then Sirax had that interesting race in Bahrain. Got the fastest lap, but finished 9th. He could have been on the podium, but he span out and he's got 3 points. And that is his only points finish. I believe the race will get underway shortly, or at least qualifying will. How many people are in here currently? So we've got Sir Reese for the Renault. I believe he does have a teammate now who will be joining the Renault. He's finally not going to be carrying that Renault flag by himself. Renault is still second, despite Sir Reese's absolute dominance in the Drivers' Championship. Yeah, despite his dominance in the Drivers' Championship, he's not been able to carry Renault over the Haas's. I mean, that's only because they had another driver. one race. Well, technically 3 races, but yeah, who we got today? So we've got Sir Reese, Adam Fav, Freitag, Elbers, Vorno, Ashley Goodwin, Paul Toddy, S-Winger, Lee Kayla, Matt Mass returning. I believe he was in the Alfa Romeo in Australia. Didn't have the best time. I think he DNF'd, and now he's back today. And then, of course, Rob Verpoel making his debut in the Renault. I've left my chocolate milk downstairs. There we go. I'm back. We're just waiting now for the race to begin. 11 drivers here so far, although I believe we're going to be getting at least 12. Well, technically I am one of them, so there are 2 maybes, and both of the maybes have shown up, so we're still waiting on what I can only assume to be 2 more. I hope they've got a formation lap. In fact, I'm going to tell him, make sure he's got a formation lap. Got me chocolate milk with me. Got to have it. It's my fuel. Some people have Monster Energy. Got my chocolate milk. But here we go, lads. It looks like the secondary Mercedes might be starting at the back of the grid. I know Reese might not be able to get a lap in. Which could be an interesting fight to see our championship leader fight from the back. I mean, Esswinger's got outscoring by 12 points. So if Esswinger wins the race, which he very well could, he has won here at EMS. If he wins and gets the whole 25 points, as long as Sir Reese doesn't get on the podium, I believe that would put him back in our championship lead, of course, depending on who gets the fastest lap. I'm excited for this one. I always am. Monza, certainly one of the better tracks on the calendar, especially when it comes to overtaking. You like good wheel-to-wheel racing. You're gonna get it at Monza. I almost said Monaco. The biggest blunder had I said that. I mean, this 5.7 kilometer circuit, the fastest circuit on the calendar. We're looking at what, a maybe 26, 27 lap race. 121 is the race lap record. I think the qualifying lap record set by Kimi Raikkonen is a 118, I think 1. But who will be the first one out on track today? Let's get the old spectator menu up. We'll have the track map. Oh, it remembers. Alright, so who's going to be first one out? Keep your eye out. People are going to get their setups good. 11 people here today. More could join. We were expecting... Hey Dan, how you doing? Nice to see you. Ashley is in here, Dan. You might see him. Is he the first one coming out? I do see a car coming out of the garage. It's going to be one of the Renaults. It's going to be Rob for pole. Going to be the first. I mean, this is his debut today. This is his EMS debut. He says he's the oldest man on track. Let's see what the old timer can do in that Renault. I mean, the Renault's been shown to be a solid car this year. You look at Sir Reese. I mean, he's won almost every race. He didn't quite win in Australia, and I think he missed. I mean, Austria. But let's see, Rob for pole on his out lap. The first lap of Monza. I think I see both McLaren cars. Is that Estwinger? Estwinger, of course, last time out missed 10 minutes of qualifying due to a penalty. Setting back into the track. Did it multiple times back in Austria. In fact, got notched off the podium for it. He might be, I think he'd be about, he lost, what, 3 points? 2 points? Being knocked off the podium, yeah, he went from 15 points to 12 points, so he only would be 9 points behind Sir Reese had he not missed that penalty. We'll stay on board though, because Rob Pole will be the first person to set a time hot lap today here in Italy. The fastest track on the circuit. Very free flowing. You're almost always full throttle as he goes round Parabolica, the final corner. Onto the home straight here in Italy. Let's see what kind of time Rob for pole can Let's see what kind of time Rob could put together. You want to get a 118. That is roughly where you want to be. 118, 119. I think will be a good time. Very bumpy over that first curb. Doesn't use too much curb on the exit of the first chicane. We'll stay. Camera on Rob here. Everyone's out. I think the next one back on a hot lap. Of course, he goes purple, but he is, of course, the only one to set a first sector. So far, it's relatively clean. It's one of them. Well, both the McLarens are behind him. Just don't know what order they're in. Lee Kahler and Paul Toddy probably aren't the proudest of their performances so far in the EMS. I know Toddy especially expecting the podium in Austria was so close to the finish for me. Nice purple again. That might change. Toddy passing through. Parabolica now in the Renault. Let's see what kind of time. Let's see what provisional pole will be here in Italy, here in Monza. What kind of lap time are we looking at here? A 1:21.9. Toddy right now coming around that final corner. 1:15, 16, 17. That's going to be what? 1:19.6 for provisional pole. Estwinger also coming around Parabolica on his hot lap. 1:16, 1:17, 1:18. Is that pole? It's not. Paul Toddy currently a 10th up on the man who's second in the championship. Who else is putting out a time lap? Matt Mass has got 1:21. Oh, Darren's here. Both the Mercedes are in this race. Ashley Goodwin might have held up a little bit by his teammate there, but let's see what kind of time he can do. If he beats 1:21, he will not be last man on the grid, and he goes 1:20. That's actually going to put third on the grid. Not a bad lap there. Ashley Goodwin. We've got Tristan Freitar currently sitting relatively. He's the lead Ferrari by quite some distance. Where's he going to be put? He's going to be put third. Just in the front of that second row. Who else is out on the lap now? Adam Fav. Definitely rather impressive. We'll get back to him because Elvis, his teammate, who's been climbing drivers' standings. Up to 7th with 36 points. I think both AlphaTauris had a podium at Monaco. Let's see what kind of time Elvis can put in here before we go back to Adam Fav. Really going as wide as he can around there without breaking the track limits, and that's going to put him also back into third. That is quite a highly contested battle for third place on the grid. Adam Fav also 107. Let's see what he can do here. I mean, look, what, third and fifth separated by less than a 10. Jesus. What can Adam Fav do here? Adam Fav, provisional pole with a 1:19.5. 1 second separates the top 6. This has been the closest, I think, so far. Darren also, let's keep our eyes on the other Mercedes, see if he can get anywhere near. I think it was an invalidated lap, that's why it started. So we'll have a look. He's the only man on a hot lap yet to set a time. We'll go on board. We'll go fully on board. Oh, he's got off the track, the Mercedes driver. He's a bit of rust, of course. He's only had one race here in EMS. Loud. Mercedes lead from Racing Point in that battle for 8th. Mercedes now taking 8th. They've got a 3-point lead over Racing Point in the championship. Rapid Bono is the sole Racing Point today. He's going to have to outscore not 1 but 2 Mercedes by at least 3 points if he's going to want to drag Racing Point up to 8th. I mean, if Mercedes can notch 11 points today, McLaren have a double DNF, or just don't finish inside the point. Mercedes will be up to 7. They're slowly dragging McLaren into that bottom 3 battle. We'll see. Adam Fav still takes provisional pole, and we'll see what kind of lap Rapid Bono can put together in that Racing Point. He missed last time out. I think he might have missed the last 2 races, but we'll see what he can do after some time out as he enters the final sector of this fast-flowing circuit. Goes a little slow through there. Oh, it's an invalidated lap. He broke the track limit. 2 houses on a flyer. Right on. Rock the pole with another out lap. Darren's Rock the pole will be the next person to set a time lap once again. No on board. Actually, it makes sense to go on board with Lee Taylor. We haven't seen him yet. We haven't seen too much of him. Stay on board with Lee Taylor. Reckon distance going to get held up there by Paul. Also, Sir Reese, our championship leader, isn't on that lap. He thought there might have been a chance that he didn't get a lap together in qualifying. He doesn't want to start from the back though. He is on his out lap. And let's see what Lee Taylor can do here. He's had a rough time against his teammates so far this season, but I'm sure he'll bounce back here. I mean, everyone loves Monza. I'm sure Lee Taylor loves to get a Monza as well. Still front row of Adam Fav. Toddy's best qualifying S-winger, by the way. The man second in the championship, still third. Look how close that grid is. Right, they get that way there. He's 2 from Lee Taylor. Keeping nice and tight round there. Ooh, no curve, no curve. Tiny bit of curve on the front left. He's gone purple! Lee Taylor has gone purple in sector 2. This could be a huge lap from the McLaren driver. He looks like he's kind of went a bit slow through that chicane, but we'll see what he can put together. He's gone purple in sector 2. Lee Taylor looking to maybe get his highest qualifying position. Quite much the curve as say for example Estinger does. That is going to put Lee Taylor in 8th, and again, look at that. Less than a second separates 5th through 8th. Now, you know who else is on a flyer right now that you have to watch? Our championship leader, Sir Reese, the lead Renault. Let's see if he goes purple. His teammate currently starting 10th. Darren is yet to set a lap, as is Sir Reese. Could be pushing Rob down to 12 after they set their first divisional lap times. Purple through sector 2, using all that curb, aggressively fighting the curbs is Sir Reese. I don't know, Adam Fab's pole lap might be shattered here. Will he be able to break the pole record around Monza though? 1:15.16, 1:18.5. And that is a 1:18.8. 7 tenths up on Adam Fab, and that's going to put Sir Reese on pole. On provisional pole though, it's not over. Forno, by the way, up to third. He's really fighting to bring Racing Point up ahead of the Mercedes. Go on, Forno. Let's see what Eswin can go today. Tristan goes 2 tenths faster on his last outing. Let's see what Elvis can do. He's started lap. And that lap, not the pole, didn't go a tenth faster. Who is on a fly? Matt Mass F1 in the Alfa Romeo. We need someone to carry Alpha because Scatboard are no longer not the best. We'll see what he can do though. I don't know if he'll really want to let it step. No, he won't. Darren also on end on that. Like the next one to finish another hot lap if he goes for it. I don't think he is because we're on 104. Adam Fab might very well be 6 trips down. His fastest lap time is now invalidated. Those track limits, I'm telling you, kind of nasty. Christian on a hot lap though. See what he can do. The lone Ferrari here today, currently sitting P6. He's had a podium here in EMS. That's the fight for today. Is a slight improvement, a 190. Not enough to get up to 5th, but still going to be on the 3rd row. Goodwin also on a fly, he's 6 hundredths down on his fastest time, using that curve aggressively. Let's see what Ashley Goodwin can do. Still 5 minutes left qualifying. And he's gone purple! Ashley Goodwin with the fastest time through sector 2. Aggressively takes those curves, may have been a bit too slow on the turn, but we'll see what Ashley Goodwin can do. He's gone purple through sector 2. He must feel this is a nice one. Oh, he almost went too far on the cross. Oh, he's keeping it, he's keeping it. I think he might have scuffed it a little bit. Yeah, he messed up in that 3rd sector. How's Darren doing? Parabolica, the final corner. He'll have maybe 1 or 2 more chances. He's currently second in the championship, but right now, I mean, you know, his championship rival is on provisional pole by 5 tenths over second place Toddy. I mean, Toddy's looking great. Toddy could be in for a podium today if he keeps up like this. But let's see what Eswin can do. We know he can push. He's been on front, right? He's been on pole before. So it's 1:10 up on his best time for that 1st sector. A bit more rubber has been laid down. It's going to be, you know, later on the session, a bit more grip. You can really push to the limit. Just that little bit more. Using those curves, eating up that extra space, retaining the speed around these corners. Sector 2. potentially fighting for P2. He's only 4 tenths off P2. Estwinger could be right on that front row if he doesn't mess up. Parabolica. Estwinger going around the final corner. Could he be fighting for pole? Could he be fighting for pole? Oh, he's on the front row. 2 tenths separate first and second. And it is going to go down to the start unless someone else can do something about it. Where's Elbers? Elbers has just gone P4. Oh, this is a tight one, this is. I'm loving this. This has been a great qualifying session. Where's Lee Kaler looking? Pole also going around Parabolica right now. Estwinger is going to be very happy about that. He could have just squeezed 2 tenths more out of it though. Pole goes up to 10. Nice job there. First on that. Well, I'm going to go Darren, I think. Darren can go that. Let's just span on. So Reese will want more out of that bit. Bit of traffic. Forno was P3 earlier. That's how quickly this grid will just change. Forno was P3 2 minutes ago. You've got 1 minute left to get your lap started, and Sir Reese has just overtaken that whole bunch of traffic. Toddy though, going to get a bit of a slipstream on him. Toddy going to get a bit of a slipstream. A little cheeky manoeuvre by Toddy. Going to try and get himself an extra 3 tenths to get on the front row. I think most people will get round again. One more time hot lap. Let's see if Sir Reese can improve on his time here. He's the lead car, we'll follow him. So some cars are not looking to go again. Estwinger is settling for P2. Elbers is retired from the session. P4 though for him. I'm sure he'll be fine with that. Right at the back. Sir Reese. Oh, Sir Reese! Okay, I don't know if it'll be his fastest lap after that. He must lost the back end. We'll see how he's doing in second 2. He might switch back. Adam Fablo's just bipped his teammate to the second row. He's still in purple. He's still in purple despite that little slip. Sir Reese improve on that 118. He doesn't need to, it's purely for pride, although Paul Toddy might be on quite the fly. He's going to have slipstream this entire lap. Let's go faster. What about Toddy? Does Toddy go faster? Toddy not fast enough. Forno fast enough though! Forno to P3! Who else is not finished? Tristan on a flyer. Forno to P3 in the racing point. Pit Toddy at the dying embers by 400ths. Let's see what Tristan can do. Can he get faster? Can he get up the grid? Not quite. Who else is left out? I believe just Darren. No, he's going into the pits. What a qualifying session here in Monza, as you would expect. Sir Reese though on pole once again by 2 tenths to his championship rival Estwinger. Third place, Rapid Forno with his highest qualifying of the season as he looks to drag Racing Point back to P8. I mean, what a start. This could be great for Vorno. Toddy as well. I think that might be his highest qualifying of the season. Rocking up 4th. Adam Fab 5th, followed by his teammate. He'll be joined by his teammate on the 3rd row, right, Elbers. Then you've got the only Ferrari in 7th. the lead Mercedes 8th. Rob for pole, the teammate of our championship leader in his debut in 9th. Joined by Lee Kell, the other McLaren in 10th. The only Alfa Romeo going to be 11th. And then the second Mercedes is going to be 12th. We are in for one hell of a race in just a few short moments. Vorno, he's really come alive today. He's dragging that racing point to places it does not belong. It's raining! Oh my! We could be in. For a very interesting race here today. We had a dry qualifying. I imagine people would have expected a dry race. Although, I mean, I think they would have been expecting a dry race. A lot of dry setups probably going to be here, but of course, park firm here. You can't be changing that now. You're going to have to commit to your setups for qualifying. I mean, how often does it rain in Monza? My God, but Monza's had some historic races in the rain. You go back, what, it's 2008 Sebastian Vettel in the AlphaTauri? Oh, you can get some spiciness around Italy, around the Autodrome. Nationale Monza, I believe it's called, as we get this formation lap underway. Sir Reese leading in that Renault. I wonder how long the rain will last for. See what tyres everyone's gone for. I would imagine everyone's on Inters. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's heavy. Doesn't look overly heavy, no. Oh, I keep on. Here we are though. There's the predicted strategy. I wonder if the race will dry up or they'll have the information on myself. I'm sure their engineers will be on the headset telling them how long this rain's going to last for, if it's going to get any heavier. A wet race here could produce some ecstatic racing. We didn't even think Sir Reese was going to get a lap off today. He said he might not be able to. Short qualifying, but he was able to. He was able to go pole by 2 tenths, and we have our championship leaders fighting it down to the first corner. It's like, what? It's one of the longest runs to turn 1 on the calendar. I mean, you can see it there on the track map. That is good. You know, a couple hundred meters down to turn 1, and it's a heavy braking zone in turn 1. It's not like Spain, where it's relatively fast flowing, but medium speed corners. This is a heavy braking zone into turn 1. Yeah, not like Spain, not like Britain. This is going to be a heavy braking zone into turn 1 and in the rain. Who has the guts? This is going to be one hell of a race. Oh my God, I'm excited for this one. Wait for the back marker. The back marker's got the back of the grid to get into their grid slots. The rain is the great equaliser. Sir Reese on pole. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Monza to 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go. And the AlphaTauri doesn't get off the grid. The AlphaTauri doesn't get off the grid. A great start though by our championship leader in Forno. Forno with Eswinger into the first corner. There's been a touch. There's wing damage. And it looks like Reese has had to cut the corner, and that's going to push Eswinger and Tony ahead of him. Drama up front. Eswinger takes the lead into turn 1, and out of the first chicane, Tony up to second. Forno, who started third, is falling down the order. Eswinger in control right now. What a great start for him. Exactly what he needed. I told you this, the rain can cause some chaos. 4 tenths is the gap back to Tony, and then right behind him you see the championship leader. We've got more yellows. I think Darren's gone for a spin at the back. Sir Reese will be fighting to get those positions back. Because as of right now, he will still be in the championship lead. Oh, he's coming right on the back, and he's overtaken Tony. I don't know who got the wing damage. I saw somebody definitely got wing damage, but I think it was Warno. I think Warno picked up wing damage on that first corner. I'm assuming we'll see some a trip to the stewarding room after this race. I'm sure someone will call for something. Sir Reese absolutely gaining here on Eswinger. Paul Toddy. Where's Toddy? But he still says Reese is in the lead. Look how late he brakes. First, I hate this. On the first lap, he just decides to mix everyone's order up. Sir Reese in second right now, right behind our racing leader Eswinger in the Haas, right on the back of him as well. You can't make these risky moves in the wet. You absolutely can't make them. It says Warno's in the lead. I think Warno had to pay, yes, some wing damage. You see Eswinger being chased here by Reese. I assume it will sort itself out on the left-hand side. There we go. There we go. It took some time. Paired with my emotions for a little bit. So Reese just 5 tenths off the back of our race leader as it stands right now. We've had a spin. Lee Kaler's gone off. Doesn't look damaged. He's down to 10th, and that is going to allow Matt Mass to get some points on the board for Africa. Sir Reese, right behind the Haas. Who will brake later in turn 1 and get the inside maybe? Oh, he cuts him off, he slams the door shut. That's the Haas. But better exit, the old switcheroo by Sir Reese. We're going to go on board for this one. Going to go round the outside of turn 3. Wheel to wheel racing. And it looks like Sir Reese might make the move. I think he's going to have the inside, but Eswinger going to brake a little bit later. Eswinger slamming the door shut, but Reese going to get a better exit again. Reese! No! Puts his foot on the brakes! He is so close at the front! This is for the win. This is the 2 championship leaders. That's why Reese is not risking these, potentially risky moves. I mean, this is for the championship leader right behind him. Paul Toddy is right there. He's been able to stay into him because there's fight. But Reese now, surely Reese will have a hit here. Toddy with a bit of late braking as well. Look how close he is to Eswinger. Eswinger with a great exit coming up the back, as is Toddy. They might go free abreast. No, they'll both get past Sir Reese. Oh my God, Sir Reese is he going to better carry it round the outside? No, he's not. Going to stay behind Eswinger in the Haas. But then right behind him you've got Toddy. But then right behind Toddy you've got Tristan. But now look at the power of the slipstream. Probably going to end. Yeah, look, you can see it on his wheel. He's emptying all the energy on the straight, and he might have enough in the tank. Get past Eswinger here, yes he does. Oh, Paul Toddy with some very late braking. He tried to lick the stamp there, didn't quite work out for him. And now Sir Reese is going to have some free air to try and create some distance. He's not the good leader, well he's losing time to Eswinger here. He might have emptied all the battery on that home straight just to get ahead. Eswinger now right behind him. 4 tenths is the gap, 5 tenths is the gap, and then Toddy's right behind him, and then Tristan is just a second back on him. Oh my God, if we had DRS right now, this could be a crazy little DRS train for the lead. Warno in the pits again. Warno going awfully straight, he's retired! Warno, no! Warno! He started P3, and he's retired on lap 4. Heartbreaking scenes. And Eswinger now is a second back on Sir Reese. We've got yellows. Another spin. Okay, sure. 10-second time for Garrett. Who's the nearest battle on the track here? It's going to be Tristan right behind Tony. Tristan going to be fighting for his second, I believe, podium in EMS. Oh, we had DRS here today. If it wasn't raining, we had a bit of DRS. This could be an interesting run. I think it's already one of the best races this season. Look how close it is. Oh no, Tristan! No! Tristan's forced himself down to 5th, maybe down to 6th. Here comes Adam Fab. Wait. What's happened? Was it just me who left? Well, I definitely haven't lost connection to Xbox Live. Might have had some connection issues there. I think maybe, hopefully it was just me, and the race hasn't had any issues. It might have just been me. I think it was just me. That's fantastic. That's fine, as long as it was just me. Okay, we're back! Connection issues on my part, I don't understand why, because the stream was affected. But that's fine. The only penalty right now, Lee Kaler. That's on the socks. He's taking a bit of a gamble. It's drying up, maybe. We'll see his lap times. Toddy right on the back of S-Winger. Exit could be crucial here. Sir Reese has just set the fastest lap of the race at 1:29.9. Yeah, we've got the intervals now. 4 tenths is the gap. Toddy said he would get his first podium today, and as of now, he had a look. You saw him. He had a little look. He's right at the back of S-Winger. 4 tenths is the gap we're looking at right now. Back of him! Oh, Toddy! To get second place! Toddy's gonna have the inside line! Do they touch? Do they touch? They came very close to touching. S-Winger back up the inside! And S-Winger! Oh, yes! He forces Toddy off! And S-Winger back to second. Matt Mass. Toddy's falling down. Toddy is falling down the order. Elbers now up to third. The game is glitching out and saying Toddy's first. Lee Kaler's just retired. That's second retiree. Wow, the same. Toddy is in the race lead, but I know he's not. I believe he's fourth. I believe it's going Sir Reese, then Espringer, then Elbers, and then Toddy. There we go. So Elbers is back on the podium. Toddy is right behind him. The game's bugging out today. Now Matt Mass is on soft tyres. Does he feel like the track is drying out? He's currently in ninth. He is currently picking up some points. Right now, Toddy is picking up 12 points for McLaren, and then the Mercedes 7 points. So they're not going to close the gap to 7. Elbers right on the back, and we've got Toddy as well, right on the back of Elbers. I don't know how that happened. We had a giant lag kicked out the game, and come back, and the grid shuffled. Toddy loves his lunges though. Probably can't do his tyres very well. We know Toddy loves his lunges. Toddy steps back. Really try a little lunge. Is he going to make that lunge? Does he have to make that lunge? His eyes pulling back the slipstream that Elvis has. You saw it. Even though he's that far back, Toddy drifts aside and has a look, has a little gander at it. Even though he's nowhere near, I've got to appreciate that. Yeah, Sir Reese driving his own race at the moment, 7 seconds. While we get past this, we're going to be patient. There's Elbers goes purple. In second one, and Espringer went very slow there, but so did Elbers. No DRS, it's raining, but that has allowed Toddy to catch up by a couple of tenths. This is the closest on track battle right now. It's essentially the three-way battle for second. Elbers right back, 6 off the back of Espringer. Oh, he's overbraked himself! Elbers! Oh, that's not a safe exit! Oh, he had to swerve out of the way there because that would not have been a safe entry back to the track. Now Elbers is going to have his teammate all on the back of his gearbox. Outbraked himself, completely cut across the grass. I believe Sir Reese in the pits right now, as is Toddy. That's going to give Espringer the race lead. Now Sir Reese, we hoping he's timed this. Oh, wait, what? That's an unsafe release. I won't blame him. That's up to the pit crew. He's not going to come out in a bunch of traffic. He's going to come out right behind Ashley Goodwin. A couple of seconds down the road. No traffic. Shouldn't slow him down too much. We'll see how that affects his race. We're on board now with Ashley Goodwin in the Mercedes. The first time he's got a bit of limelight in this race. Currently sitting P4, which would of course be his highest finish. His highest finish currently is 6th. He still has to pit. In fact, everyone ahead of Reese still has to pit. Everyone else has gone into the pit at least once. I'm upset. I'm devastated. Qualified P3. Got some wing damage, I believe, on the first corner. That was all she wrote, but hold on a minute. Go to the lead here. Elbers has just sliced 3 tenths off of our, I guess, temporary race leader, Espringer. He's not in the depth. He's going to have to pit. It's about a 20-odd second pit loss here. And you'd think, yeah, Sir Reese is just going to cruise back on the lead. He's actually going to take the lead for one lap. No, he's pitting. So let's see if Paul Toddy done the ultimate undercut here. He may well have. Will he come out? Will Elbers come out ahead or behind Toddy? Paul Toddy gets ahead of Elbers. No, he doesn't. No, there's Elbers. He's right behind him. I thought that was Fav. I couldn't quite do it. The undercut almost worked for Toddy. He's 5 tenths off the back of Elbers. Oh wait, no, he was ahead of Elbers, wasn't he? It's Adam Fab I was thinking of. Yeah, he was ahead of Elbers because Elbers outbraked himself. So no, the undercut has actually screwed poor Toddy. He's down a 4th. My bad, my mistake. You know what? Even Crofty makes mistakes, but he's only 4 tenths off the back. And his tyres, you know, a lap older. It'll be a little bit heated. Time. Oh, we've got a couple of cars gambling on the slicks. Tristan. Oh, hold on a minute. We have a 3-second time penalty here for Elbers. And that may end up being crucial. As Toddy, only 3 tenths off the back of him, means that if they finish this order, he will gain net. Toddy's in net first right now. And that will be his first podium here. In EMS, I mean, I'd love to get the overtake. No, like a natural overtake, sorry, but you know, he's going to get the place. No Ben Slater I've noticed today. That's his first race that he's missing. Mr. Consistent. Down the road. It might just be a good, unique strategy call. Go on the slicks at the right time. That might be the difference maker. That might be the way S-Winger catches up. But the problem is, you know, with the kind of gap that Sir Reese has got, he can afford to go a lap, see how much faster S-Winger is, and then make the switch to rise himself. They're lapping at what, 127 I think is the fastest lap of the race so far. And the lap record in a race set by our friend Barrichello is 121? Let me check. Yeah, 121, so slick, you're only cutting off 6 or so seconds. 3 tenths is the gap though still between Toddy and Elbers. We'll go on board now. As he fights for his first podium here in EMS. Coming up on the halfway mark here. Still raining, but Tristan and Rob certainly going on those mediums. I guess they've got to try something unique. They've got Sir Reese in the lead. They can try something with Robs. So we'll get the data, see if it's worth putting Sir Reese on those slick tyres. We'll also have a look at Ashley, see if he catches the faster Ferrari. Ferrari that has been faster all weekend. Toddy second back. Maybe it's drying up enough where it's going to be about even. So I think Tristan's actually catching up to Adam Fab. I'm sure it's very close. Elbers has a 3-second gap between himself and Toddy if he's going to keep that third place spot. He's actually catching second place man, S-Winger. 3 seconds, 2 laps to go, it's down to 2. That might be the man to watch right now. Driving his socks off because he knows the stakes. He knows he's got to get a 3-second gap. So a reason 129. Don't know where I got 127 from them. Elbers going fast. He's faster than the race leader. I told you he's put his foot on the gears now. Knowing that he's got a time penalty, needs to pick up the pace, create that gap if he wants to ensure he retains a podium spot at the end of this race. He's now got 2 seconds ahead of Toddy. Almost free. He's almost safe. Ashley Goodwin going on the pits. Is Ashley Goodwin now going to consider slick tyres? Heavy break in there for Elbers. Going to keep it together though, still. He's actually catching Swinger. He looked up a little bit. And Ashley Goodwin also opted to go on the slicks. Maybe the rest of the drivers are going to start to see that and perhaps take that risk. A good strategy call can make or break your race in the wet.
Elvis is currently lapping faster than anybody else on the field. He knows he's got a 3-second time limit, so he knows he has to absolutely pick up the pace. 7 tenths off the back of the man who at one point was leading this championship. He has got a 3-second time penalty though. 5 tenths, we're about to see some on-track action. 3 tenths, oh, it could be a dive bomb. It might very well be a dive bomb, no! Oh, they almost touch! 2 tenths is the gap between Elbers and Esswinger. Very clean wheel-to-wheel racing, almost touching, both knowing the limits. 1 tenth, he might try it, he might try a late one, but no. Oh, I feel like Esswinger moved a little bit under braking there. But he picked up a bit of gravel. That is going to help Elbers once again get the run up on him. Going very aggressively on these curves, but you don't really want to do that on the wet, I feel. Adam Fab, by the way, while this is still going on, is slowly catching Toddy. Over 2 seconds now. Toddy's struggling to stay within 3 seconds. He's kept a relatively clean race. Now the thing is, Elbers has to not only get past Esswinger, but create a gap. Now Esswinger's been in this position before. If you go back to Australia, El Sonado in the Ferrari got ahead of Esswinger with just a few laps to go, had to create a 5-second gap and was unable to get it, which allowed Esswinger to pick up his first race win here in EMS. He's in that similar position again, not for a win this time, but for second place. Elbers has got to pass Esswinger, but then create a 3-second gap. Toddy has just got himself a penalty, that might put himself out of the race for the podium, but Elbers might well have got the overtake done. Heavy lock-up by the AlphaTauri. Esswinger almost again, wheel-to-wheel. Freitag, what was that? Who's that behind him? Oh, that's Toddy, I'm being stupid. Toddy behind him, catching up due to this battling. Now has to make a 3-second gap. Currently the fastest car on the track. Fastest lap, he's got an extra point for fastest lap so far. He's got to create 3 seconds. Paul Toddy is catching. He's under 3 seconds. If the race ended right now, he'd go from 2nd to 4th. Everyone's picking up penalties today, apart from our race leader, our championship leader, the guy who's 2nd in the championship. Papa Rob and Matt Mass F1, who's joined the Alfa Romeo team today. Back 2 seconds now, Paul Toddy catching, but then just down the road, by the way, as Sir Reese goes fastest once again, just down the road, Adam Fab and the other AlphaTauri slowly closing in. 1.3 seconds is the gap. I mean, the top 5, 2nd to 5th, separated by about 4 seconds. Is he going to try a bold move and go for some slicks? You're not seeing too much rain anymore. Esswinger might. Is he going to go risky? He is! Esswinger going to be the first of the front runners to pit for some slicks. And he's going to come out way back on 6th. Well, now we've got on board up here. Adam Fab, who's been slowly catching Paul Toddy. Toddy at one point was 2nd. He's now fallen to 3rd. As the track dries up though, he's definitely going to pit again. It's raining less and less. 1.2 seconds is the gap between 3rd and 4th. I don't know what penalty is. Fab also has one. Let's have a look. 3 seconds, which will of course bring Esswinger back into this.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Someone's gone off. I think that's Matt Mass. Matt Mass in sector 1 had a little bit of an incident. Injuries recovered quite quickly. Adam Fav now less than a second behind the McLaren. Oh, Paul Toddy was going for his first podium today, and now it looks like he could be falling back to 4th, maybe even 5th, because Esslinger has already pit. A safety car right now would save Toddy's race. 7/10 is the gap. He tried to get out of the slipstream. He's saying he's going to retain the racing line though through the first chicane. Adam Fav here as he chases down the lead, well, the only McLaren left in this race. By the way, with a points finish like this, Alpha Tauri really climbing back up the table. Where are they right now? They're up to 3rd. Alpha Tauri are up to 3rd. In fact, it goes like this. So what's Reese going to get 26th right now? That'll put Renault on 1-3, 1-3-7. As of right now, Alpha Tauri are going to get 30, which will put them on 1-2-7. Haas will retain the lead no matter what, at least for one more race. Actually, Goodman's just 1 stop, joining his best ever finish. So low races back there. I mean, 38 seconds is the gap back from Esslinger to Ashley Goodwin, and another 36 back. They were pretty much 7 to 10. They're separated by a lap. Adam Fav and Toddy going into the pit. It's all about the pit crew here. They are this close. They're less than a second. The pit crew could be the difference maker. There goes Toddy into the pits. There goes Adam Fav into the pits. Adam Fav gets out ahead of Toddy. But Adam Fav, Adam Fav has pipped Toddy in the pits. Toddy's going to be devastated. He's been pipped, he's down to 6th. Now Tristan will probably pit again. In fact, we're going to go on board with Esslinger, but he is slowly catching the sole Ferrari of Tristan Freitag. Is everyone on to slicks now? The Elvis also here. Yeah. So Reese on softs. He's going to take the softs at the end. The only person, there's only 2 people left. Imagine the longer Elvis goes into before he lets up his race. I imagine he picks this lap. Everyone else is pitting for slicks. Elvis was in 2nd. Let's see where he comes out. In 2nd right now. Tristan went onto the mediums early. Let's see if because Tristan might be able to carry those mediums to the end of the race. Tristan is going to get ahead of Elvis. Got the strategy by the Ferrari. He might be able to carry those mediums to the end of the race. Elvis is down to 4th. Ooh, maybe even 5th. No, Adam Fav not close enough to his teammate. Big lock up though on those fresh softs. Elvis is going to have to get some heat in those tyres. Adam Fav could use this lap, that extra lap, the extra bit of age in those tyres. They're already heated up, they're already raring to go. He's certainly closing that gap. Still got 7 laps to go, and Tristan looking like he's going to be fighting for another podium here today. What a strategy call by the Ferrari pit crew. Adam Fav and Elvis. Will they fight for this? Will there be a bit of team orders? Adam Fav is going substantially faster, but that might be because his tyres are already heated up. Esteban doesn't have a penalty, so he will leapfrog Christian anyway. Christian's just got to fly. I don't think Christian has to fly Esteban. I mean, he needs to ensure decent pace to stay ahead of Elvis. Elvis and Christian have the same penalty. Yellow flag. Safety car! We've got a safety car! Paul Toddy! Toddy's DNF! No! This has been tragic! A safety car! A drive-through penalty for Rob. Toddy has DNF third and fourth on the grid. Both in their respective highest finishing positions have DNF'd. Well, that is going to cut Sir Reese's lead down to nothing, and it's going to be all about the restart, but Sir Reese on softs. I mean, the whole grid bunched up for like the last 3 laps. Might be worth a pit stop. The problem is, none of them have that kind of gap. The, you know, second to fifth is neck and neck. Slow speeding on a safety car. And the safety car at Monaco. Oh, well, I didn't get to see it. I was following the onboard of Adam Fav because it was so close to the back of Elbers, and then all of a sudden I see a safety car. Now Esslinger, Tristan and Elbers have all gone into the pits for fresh softs. This could be interesting. Sir Reese is on old softs. Will he get jumped at the start? I mean, it's only 2 lap old softs. It won't be too much of an issue, but the problem is as well, Christian Freitag has still got a penalty, and this safety car will screw him up massively. Sir Reese is fine with this. The longer they take to bunch up, the better he's got. And well, now you look at it, Ashley Goodwin will be gaining, what, 8 points? Darren will be gaining 2. That's 10 points for Mercedes. Look at Mercedes and McLaren. If either Darren can climb to 8th or Ashley can climb to 5th, Mercedes will pit for McLaren in the constructors, and they'll be closing on the Williams team. Another lap under the safety car. It's going to be at least like lap 25 at this point. We might be looking at like 2 laps of racing. Christian just 14 seconds back, has to just keep it clean. He's going to quite, I mean, what, he's at 7th on the grid, something like that? 7th or 8th on the grid to 2nd. Bunched up. There's only 5 more laps left. This is going to be a sprint to the end. They're starting to get behind it, aren't they? There they are. There's the Ferrari. Christian! How many laps of safety car are we due? Well, that Renault may help his teammate out here if they don't release the lap cars, because he's in the way of third down to fifth. In fact, if he doesn't unlap himself, well, is the safety car just going to keep going until they unlap himself? We are genuinely looking at 2 laps on the safety car, or 2 laps of racing. Even this might be we might finish the race for the first time in EMS history under safety car. Only a couple laps left. The grid is not fully bunched up yet. Matt Mass still 30 seconds off the pack. Oh, Reese probably isn't enjoying this too much now. His tyres are getting older and older. The cars behind him now have heat in their tyres. Look at that mad dash. Safety car is in this lap. We are going to get just a few short laps of racing. Monza has definitely been the best race yet here in the EMS Racing League. We are down to the final 3 laps. The second and a half separates the top 6 because of the safety car. Now Rob for pole though is a lap down, but he's in the shuffle. So Reese will control the pace, and it looks like we're getting back to green lights. And we're racing once again here in Monza. And it looks like a great getaway by Sir Reese, and he might retain his lead of the Grand Prix. I need to see what's going on behind Eswin. I think there was a bit of contact. 2 cars, one of them had to take the runoff. There was certainly damage, but Ashley Goodwin is now ahead of Adam Fav. Tristan has gained almost a second on Eswin. Elbers down the inside. They've touched. Elbers. Ashley Goodwin's into a podium spot. Adam Fav right behind him. A big touch. I don't know if that was necessarily Eswinger's fault. Ashley Goodwin on 10-lap hold. Mediums is in a podium position with 2 laps to go. The Mercedes, I mean, where would this launch him? This would launch Mercedes. Oh, but Adam Fav, brother, he's on so much fresher tyres. If I'm Ashley Goodwin, I'm probably not even fighting this. I'm just keeping it clean. You're finishing P4 right now. I mean, of course, you've got some fast cars behind you on fresher tyres, but just 2 laps to make an overtake. Someone's into the pits. I think everyone in the back is going into the pits here. This is going to be an absolute... This is a... Oh, no! No! Oh, no! Ashley Goodwin was fighting for P4! And he spun it, but we've still got the Haas of Eswinger and the Alpha Tauri of Elvers fighting for P4, and it looks like Eswinger's going to get a bit of getaway. What a final few laps! Oh, Ashley Goodwin did a full-on Hulkenberg. Almost got the best position of his life and pinned it. 3 tenths. the battle for fourth. A lap and a half to go. Darren as well in that fight for 8th. I said if Darren can just get 8th, McLaren will be leapfrogged by Mercedes. 9-10 by Esteban, falling back. So Reese sets the fastest lap of the race at 1:25.4. Esteban is falling back, but Adam Fav is catching that Ferrari. He's got 1 lap to make something happen. Oh, he's gone very deep into that first corner, and he might have lost out on any opportunity he has to make an overtake. We'll watch Darren 7/10 off the back of Robert Hall. This is crucial for Mercedes' fight for P7. 4/10 is the gap. Adam Fav for a penalty can be crucial. 4/10 the gap between 9th and 8th. The battle for P7 for Mercedes. If Darren can get this overtake done, Mercedes will jump over McLaren in the championship. He's 5/10 back. He needs to just hold it, keep it clean. Oh wait, no, Darren has a time penalty as well. I didn't realise. But ladies and gentlemen, coming round the Parabolica, it isn't the first time he's done this. Our race leader, our championship leader, 26 points, goes fastest once again. And here comes Tristan, by the way. Started on like the 3rd or 4th row, coming home in P2. Adam Fav P3. Elbers pulls it back to P4 after being spun by a swinger. Oh, a swinger! Due to penalties! Has been put on the podium from 5th! And Ashley Goodwin, he could have got 4th. Comes home with his tied best result of P6. Matt Mass, P7. Now Rob. Gonna leapfrog to P7 due to penalties, and then Darren gonna end in the pits. What a race! That has been the race of the season, so I agree with that one. Started on the 4th row and ended 2nd. But this man once again, Sir Reese, picks up the win, and Tristan with his 2nd podium of the season. Adam Fav comes home 3rd in the AlphaTauri. Oh, what a win, what a race that was. That is race of the season. We had heartbreak. Forno and Toddy with their highest qualifying of the season, both DNFing. Absolute heartbreak. I will give Tristan Freitag driver of the day there. Started, I think, 3rd row. Finished 2nd. Great strategy, great call to go onto the mediums when he did. Leapfrogged everybody in that 2nd pit stage. And then got the safety car, which got him on the softs. What a race that was. And I can't wait to see it next week. Next week, we go to Spa. That'll be a good one. But what a race it's been, ladies and gentlemen. Another great race. Here in the EMS Racing League. I'm sure I'll see you next week. Can't wait.